right. Okay. Anything you want to ask me before I start, or we are good? Anything, or keep coming in, yeah?
Doktor, dekat tutorial part case study tu, yang tu untuk rujukan je ke? Untuk baca ke apa?
Additional reading, is it?
Oh, yang tu additional reading Okay.
Dekat tutorial. Oh, kita belum go through lagi kakak. Lepas ni kita go through ya. Allahu Akbar. Syira advance. Bagus. Okay. No issue.
Syira nak volunteer bagi jawapan.
If there's Sheila nak volunteer. Yeah. These are all, wait. Is my speaker on? Alright, before we start with the tutorial, just want to share with you, because yesterday a few of you have questions in regards of the assignment. Okay, so today I've just made up something, not made up lah, I've actually go through it, and now I'm going to share with you. Oops. Kawan-kawan. Alright, can you see my screen?
Okay.
Alright, so this would be the purpose of the assignment, okay? Assignment, I put in the whatever that is necessary to be in your report, okay? But however, if you feel that you want to add more, by all means. So this is just the basic one, okay? So we have the introduction, we have the aim, objectives of the report, we have the methodology, we have the proposed QFA concept. You cannot do it all, or you can do one or two maybe. Okay, tak boleh lah buat semua, nanti too much pula. Or choose just one. Okay, choose just one. Okay, happy hour, choose just one. Okay, potential purchaser, potential users. Okay, you know what this thing's all about. Demand analysis, somebody was asking, is it Brian? I cannot remember. Yesterday talking about numbers of students. So I did chat with Associate Professor Dr. Yasmin, and she said that the total number of students now in UM is 26,000. Sikit ke banyak?
Banyak.
Banyak kan? 26,000. So the total number of staff, excluding kawan-kawan excluding the supportive staff, all the technical staff, all those kerani and whatnot. This is just the academia only. Academia is 2,300 tau. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. So kita assume supporting staff pun ada like what? 2,000 or maybe more, 2,000 lah, 2,000 to 2,500, okay? Supporting staff, okay? Right, competition, okay, so this is on the supply analysis, this is cafe inside the UM, okay, or very near to the UM, okay? I've got this from this particular website, okay? You can Google this one, okay? They've got like 20 over places in the UM that they said cheap and whatnot. So maybe what you can do is that list it out, okay? Just in case you cannot find any more information. If you can find more on your own, that's good enough, okay? If you cannot find more, then we can do this secondary data only, okay? Oh, I forgot. Demand analysis, if possible, can we do a primary data or not? Just a simple Google form, WhatsApp to your friend or WhatsApp to whoever that you know that work inside the UM, you know, just ask them to fill in certain form. Would they like it, this particular concept? Would they go and buy? Would they go and purchase the food and stuff like that? Okay, just a simple Google form would do. Okay. Analysis of demand, this is looking at the demand, synthesis of your demand and supply. Okay, how good is good? Okay, the rent, you can actually look at the property market report. Okay, comparable rent, how much? Okay, Subject marketability, you're talking about the capture analysis, the traffic flow in the morning, in the afternoon, the varieties of food and stuff like that. And then your findings and your conclusion, you have your references as well as your appendix, okay? This one at the bottom is just for me to remind myself what are the objectives of this proposal. Campus map, you can have it from this particular website, or you can go to Google Earth. You can get the 3D version of campus UM, okay? So this one, I will post it in the WhatsApp group as well as the Google Classroom. So you can use this one, or you can find out more secondary data and whatnot. Okay, so these are the basic things. Is that enough, or is there any other more information that you might need? What do you think?
Doctor,
Boleh ke tak boleh?
if we after our discussion, right, we think something like our number of vending machine. Then can we create the number? Assume.
Assume in the UM, yes. At the moment banyak ke vending machine?
Agak banyak.
Untuk
Dekat
minuman.
alam bina ada berapa? Dekat atas tu je kan, yang dalam bilik kecil tu je kan? Yang dekat level 2, at level 2. Remember level 2?
Bawah pun ada.
Bawah ada? Quite a few lah. But they have the
Bawah pun
vending
ada.
machine, but they don't have a proper seating and table. Do they have it?
Tak ada.
Not that much lah kan? Okay, tak apa. It is a point to ponder, isn't it? Point to ponder. Later when you sit down, you'll be able to discuss with your friends, okay? That's one. Sekejap ya kawan-kawan Alright, this is some of the concept. I'm not quite sure whether you have time to actually Google it yesterday, but somehow or other the grab and go is quite a good concept now. Okay, quite a good concept. Kalau you tengok dekat Google, if you were to Google the image, you will find quite a lot of this grab and go concept. Okay, that's quite good. Okay, maybe you can browse more later on. I would love this kind of cafe actually. I enjoy this kind of cafe. Don't know about you. Okay, this is part and parcels. Then we have the vending machines. Cafe. I think if you were to go to, kan you all suka, kan you like to go places, right? You go to all these Korea, all this Japan, even Bangkok is quite good with the convenience store. All these vending machines kind of stuff, quite good. They can sell hot and cold, why worry, you know? So that's quite good, the vending machine one. With the seating, kawan-kawan. Mesti cantik sikit lah, tak nak lah tak ada seating kan. You're talking about the cafe, right? Then you're talking about the container, what is this? Why do I have this? Container kind of thing. Yeah, container box, okay? They sell coffee, they sell simple breakfast and stuff like that, all the foods, Tak suka Okay, so this is some of the concepts, okay? You can do it there at the build environment building, or you can build it somewhere else, which you think that will be highly in demand. Some of it is quite good now. Some of it is quite good. Okay, are we good in regards of the assignment?
Think so, and hopefully.
Yes.
Doctor, someone's still waiting at the
Oh,
lobby.
kenapa?
Tak ada accept.
Kenapa? Tak payah, patutnya automatic. Kejap. Alah, sorry lah. Waiting. Aduh, ya, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ada lagi Oh, okay, baru full house. Sorry, tak perasan. Okay. Alright, so we are good with this one, you choose one lah. I think one should be enough lah kot. Janganlah choose banyak-banyak, penat lah buat kerja. Boleh tak? Or you want more than one? What do you think?
Mina yang senang.
Senang is what?
Simple.
Don't have to do lah.
We choose
simple.
one. We choose one.
Okay, choose one. Choose one.
Mm.
Agree? Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yelah, manalah tahu kot. You have lots of ideas, you know. You have lots of ideas that you want to share. It can be more than one. But up to you. Whatever it is, just let me know. Let me know, okay? So no worries. No worries. Okay, we are good with assignment. I will post it later so you'll be able to use it later. Okay, are we good with assignment? Any more questions?
So far, so good.
I think for 26,000, 20, katalah 30,000 in regards of your potential customers and whatnot, that's quite good, you know. For a small cafe, that's quite good. Let's say if you tap the market, you have 30,000, you tap the market, tak payah banyak-banyak lah. Janganlah tap banyak-banyak kan, tap sikit je from the market. 20% of the market maybe, kan, dah berapa orang. You know, that's quite good lah. Or maybe more. It depends on the foods, isn't it? It depends on the foods. Okay? Do you have class in the morning?
Yes.
Yes.
Got class
From 9 to 1.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
We do it very fast. Sorry. Okay, very tired lah. Tak boleh. Online now, from 9 to 1 very tired. What subject is that? What subject? 9 to 1?
Property development and marketing. 2 classes.
One is property development.
Yes. One is marketing.
Marketing is good. Marketing is fun, isn't it? Siapa ajar marketing?
Dr. Yasmin.
Wow, Sifu. Okay. Patut pun dia tak jawab my she didn't actually reply my WhatsApp. Okay, tak apa. She's been very busy. Alright, tutorial, we just go back. Nothing much we're going to say here because we only have one class. So you might not have so much doubts, so much questions in regards of real estate market research, okay? What's important here is that you be able to explain the principles, okay? Example, when we are talking about what is market research, what's the difference between the normal market research and real estate market research, okay? So basically you are looking into the systematic inquiry, you're talking about the techniques involved, you're talking about what will be the cost involved. Are we looking at a smaller scope? Are we looking at the bigger scope? What is it that we're looking for? You know, and stuff like that. Why market research is important? Is it important? How is it important? In what way is it important? Of course, we know that it's important depending on the perspective that you're looking at. If you're a developer, maybe you're looking at a new product. You're looking at product that will be saleable. Okay, nobody wants to develop something and yet at the end of the day, no one wants the product, isn't it? Nobody wants to buy the product. So that is one of the good things about market research. Or maybe you have a site, but you do not know what will be the opportunity towards that site. Okay, the potential. Is it important? Yes, for you to identify what will be the opportunity for that particular site. Okay, who apply this particular market research? Whoa, man, depending on the perspective. Are you talking about the government agency? Are you talking about the developers? Are you talking about the investors? Are you talking about the potential buyers? Who is it? You know, so there are many aspects that we are looking at. Okay, who use the market research? Maybe the investors, maybe the lenders, whoever that is interested towards this market research. Okay. So this is part and parcels in regards of the principles of the real estate market research. If you be able to explain, if you be able to tell people what these things is all about, you are good because it's about comprehension. You understand what you are looking at. Okay. Discussion, this one is the personal opinion. Okay, we have one lesson so far. What is your personal opinion? from your observation, from your reading? Is it good? Is it bad? Kawan-kawan, my advice is that at this particular time, you are year 3 final semester, is it?
Yes.
Final 3, we are looking at the subjects that we learn, you know, ask yourself whether or not you'll be able to apply this later on. Okay, because once you receive your award, BSc in the real estate, is it? What is the brand for your BSc?
Yes.
BSc in real estate.
Real estate.
Right. So once you have your BSc in real estate, okay, what's important here is that we are not the expert of this real estate, but learn to be a people that is, or a person or an individual that be able to become knowledgeable. Okay, kita belum expert lagi, but we are knowledgeable. If people talks about marketing, yeah, we know, we are good. What are the principles, how to apply this and stuff like that. When people say development, yes, we have the knowledge in regards of this. When people talk about market research, yes, we know already. Okay, doesn't really matter. Kita tahu. You know, always say, do you know? Yeah, I know. Can you do it? Of course, I can do that. Okay, later you find lah, you Google lah, whatever, you know. But make sure we become knowledgeable. Okay, we understand the subject matters. That's what important. Okay, so learn to be a person that is knowledgeable. Okay, right. So tell me, anybody, okay, personal opinion from the first lesson. Do you think that from your observation it would be good? From your observation, no, this is not your cup of tea. From your observation, you feel that you are not a research person. What do you think? Anybody? You?
Maybe I want to share.
Yes, please.
So this is kind of tied to a personal experience too. So I was doing a short internship last sem, and I saw people running off from the research team.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, and what I heard from them was not so good either. But the first impression of the class was totally different with what I had during my experience. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, man, that's a relief. It's not everybody cup of tea. We are not saying that, you know, everybody should fall in love with it. You know, either you like it or you don't. You know, you cannot have in between, isn't it? But yeah, I agree to it, because some people, they might not like it. Anybody else? Yes, Ashwin, thank you. Anybody else? Who's the cat here? Minil.
No, Lingguan, I'm using someone else's mic because my mic is gone wrong. I cannot use my microphone.
Oh, okay.
I'm new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is not based on my experience, but this is based on what I think lah. Because throughout the whole study in real estate of Unit, because we have been conducting several assignments, which means we need a lot of market research. Although it's not directly linked to the market research, or may not be to the deep degree of research, but somehow I think that Malaysia's system is not comprehensive enough, and the data information is not transparent enough, which meant market research in Malaysia, and especially in property development, like personally opinion, is very difficult to carry out in easy way. Even though the official information provide, right, maybe from the JPPH, the sales evidence, some of the sales evidence also is not so transparent enough, because you don't know what is the real reason behind the transaction. So this is my personally opinion to market research in related to property development in Malaysia lah. So this is my personal opinion.
Yeah, agree. You know why? There are three types of country in the world, in the whole wide world. Okay, three types of country. You're talking about the established country, you're talking about emerging countries, then you're talking about transitional countries. Okay, when you're talking about established countries, Singapore, Australia, Hong Kong even, okay, the US, the European countries, and not the poor European countries, you know, the established European countries. Then you have UK, you have Canada, you have the US, New Zealand and stuff like that. All the established countries, they are very transparent, okay? At the click of the button, you'll be able to retrieve many information. Okay, that's the difference between established countries. Okay, then you are talking about the last one. Okay, we don't touch on the emerging countries yet. We touch on the transitional countries. Contoh, you're talking about Vietnam, Myanmar and stuff like that. Okay, all these countries. Okay, this one is not easy for you to get information, almost like zero information. You have got to go on the site, you have got to meet people, you have got to do a lot of other things. So it's a hard work. Okay, whereas emerging countries like ours, Thailand, Philippines, you're talking about Indonesia and etc. Okay, you'll find that is in between. Some you'll be able to get it, some you might not be able to get it, some is there, some is not there, you know, it's in between either way. Okay, this is very true because you're talking in terms of this information availability. Very true, I agree, very true. But where is the gold mine, kawan-kawan? Where is the gold mine when you're talking about all this information and stuff like that? Where is the gold mine? Is it in the established country? Is it in the emerging country? Or is it in the transitional countries?
Emerging.
You think that's emerging? Kawan-kawan lain, delegasi wanita, delegasi laki-laki?
Established country.
Established countries, okay. Other than that?
Transitional countries.
Okay, the answer is transitional countries. You know why? Because the information is not there. If you be able to get connection, if you be able to go there, that's where the gold mine is. That's where the development is. That's where all the opportunity is. Okay, all these transitional countries. Okay, because established country, they established already. Okay, a lot of other things that you'll be able to see. Okay, our friend just now said one is in regards of the information. Second, you'll be able to see that in the emerging countries, there is gap in the market. Okay, you talk about the JPPH or PMR report, you're talking about all these things. You know, the report that they produce is just a report yearly basis. And this particular data is not being transformed into something that is informative. Okay, it's pure data. The next stage would be something that is informative. Okay, it's not being analyzed, it's raw data. So this is where the opportunity lies. Okay, because in our country, okay, almost none lah kot. Ada lah macam Ho Chi Minh lah, ada lah buat sikit, very little analysis that transform the raw data into information. Okay, very little been done. So this is another opportunity, kawan-kawan. This is another opportunity. Okay, in regards of the market research. Very true. Memang very sad stories. Okay, so basically everybody have their own opinion. Okay, it's not that I do not agree. I agree. All of the above. Yes, agreed. All the above. Okay, anybody else want to share anything? Opinion, personal? What is your acceptability level, confidence level? Maybe one day you will join the research team, who knows? You are into research. No, not into research.
Hi, doctor. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
So when I first joined real estate, like when we first exposed to this course, we are given known that there are several sectors we can focus. And then one of them is research. And
Okay.
actually, at the first time when I know this occupation, this sector is based on my seniors. And he actually worked in the research sector. And then based on his opinion, the feedback I got is quite negative.
Okay.
I was a bit also feeling pretty negative on this because I feel like it's basically you are facing with just numbers and data. You're just doing
No life.
yeah, no life, a bit boring for me. But as I having more exposure to this sector, I think it's somehow quite interesting. But I don't know what will happen when we do it in practical. Maybe I will think differently also.
How about your dissertation?
My dissertation?
Yeah, your dissertation is part of the research as well, isn't it? What topic did you cover?
Private rental sector.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Private rental sector. Yeah. In regards of?
During the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's quite interesting, is it not?
Yeah.
Isn't
it's very few research has been done on this sector actually.
Of
Not
course.
very popular sector.
Because you are talking about the something that is very recent, isn't it?
Very recent
there
is the first is the main issue. Second one is private rental sector doesn't receive much attention in Malaysia. We are more ownership orientated country.
True. But that's quite interesting, like in a way, right? Rather than you research something that you might not like it, you know, something that is very dry, very boring kind of stuff, right? Okay, anybody else want to share anything? How do you feel? No? Tak nak, malah nak cakap dah petang-petang ni ya. Okay, no worries. Okay, this is some of the things that I've highlighted in your tutorial, looking at how people have actually do some research in regards of the consumer business, okay, the convenience food studies, okay. Do like media, they've got so many things, okay, so many products, so many research in regards of the consumer. I'm not going to share that, but I'm going to share something else. Okay, I'm going to share on the you can look at that in your oh, maybe this one, yes. At your own sweet time, okay? Wait, Okay, this is more towards real estate, okay? This is more towards real estate. You're talking in terms of the renewal, okay, renewals. Because some of this project is actually based from the research, okay? Research being done towards that particular site, okay? You have learned urban land economics, right?
Yes.
Last semester, few semesters back.
First semester back.
First sem.
This sem?
First year dulu.
Oh, okay. Long time ago. Okay. That's good. I hope I can refresh the memories of your urban land economics. Highest and best use of land. Okay. So this is part and parcel when you're talking about urban land economics. So what happened is that some of the especially overseas site, okay, some of it is a wasteland, so therefore they don't know what to do with the land, no ideas and whatnot. So what they've done is that they've done a few market research, okay, to come up with what would be the next project. Okay, what would be the next project? This one is in London, if I'm not mistaken. It used to be Dockland. So now it's what is it? What's the name of Dockland now? Cannot remember. Nanti I remember I bagi tahu Tak ingat langsung dah. Okay, this is some of the project. This one in France, what happened is that they revitalized the building. Okay. We are going to touch on some of the good project. Okay. This one is waterfront. Is actually they demolish and reclaim the land and they make good. Canary Wharf. Yes, this is the name of Dockland now. Okay, this is the name of Dockland now. So from the wasteland just now, they produce into something like this. Okay, so that's quite good. This one is in Belfast. They've actually is the historical site, okay, due to the Titanic and whatnot last time. So what happened is that they've give it a new synergy towards the technologies, okay, the cutting edge of technologies. Okay, this one is the waterfront, nothing much, waterfront tak short, tak ada apa, okay. But can you imagine kawan-kawan if you're looking at the Sungai Kelang, if Sungai Kelang can be transformed into something like this, voila, I tell you, whoa man, that would be very nice. Waterfront.
Tapi kotor.
Yeah, but once you develop the waterfront, that it become clean, isn't it? So that is the purpose, isn't it? Okay. So this is the one of the world's first elevated park. Okay, world first elevated park. Atas bangunan kan. So that's quite good. This one is Marina Bay. Again, they reclaim the land. It takes time for them to develop, but at the end of the day, such a good development, okay? Such a good development. Singapore is one of the best smart city kawan-kawan. Smart city in the world. Okay, in the world. Okay, this is another one. They transformed it into something based from the arts. It's actually industrial city, decline already. This is what they call commercial street mall. Okay, street mall. This one is in Hamburg, Germany. It's quite good. The largest inner city development in Europe. Imagine kat Malaysia ada orang nak baring-baring ke macam ni? Can we actually lie down?
Too hot lah.
Kalau ada payung boleh.
Yeah, going to burn your back.
Apalah. What? It's nice what? I know the weather does not permit us to do so, but it will be nice, won't it? You know, just imagine it's going to be nice if the weather permit.
They like to sunbathe. We'll protect ourselves from the sun.
Yeah, betul. Because they are colorless. We've got color. They are colorless. All right. So this one is in Germany. It's actually a good station. Okay, it's like a warehouse, but they turned it into hotel, apartments, cultural institution, and stuff like that. There's another. Okay, this one. This one is actually based from the master thesis of A students. Okay, so what happened is that the local government pick up this master thesis and they actually built it. in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so that's quite good. That's quite good. Okay, they talk about this. Siapa yang kata greenfield and whatnot, you know, they've done it in such a way. So that's quite good. Okay. This one is waterfront again in Toronto, Canada. So quite good, okay, as well. Estimated duration is 25 years, 25 years, okay, public and private, okay, so that's quite good anyway. Cantik kan? Okay, this one is the New York. You're talking about the operational rail yard. It used to be operational rail yard. Okay, so now they've actually transformed it into commercial and residential space. Okay. This one you're talking about redevelopment, again waterfront. Okay, this one is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A 15-year project, okay? 15-year project. So that's quite interesting. This one is in Sydney, okay? Inaccessible to the public for more than 100 years, but now they be able to develop this part of the city. So that's quite good as well. This one is in Poland. The building has been neglected since 1960s. So what happened is that they give it a new synergy again. This one is in Milan, Italy. Okay. This one is in Brisbane. Okay, so that's about it. So you'll be able to see that there are many things that this particular market research can actually transform the site. That's why I said the sky's the limit. Okay, why I said that? Because it depends on your creativity. It depends on your research. If you be able to come up with something that is different and people want it, that will be very good. Okay, an example of those, I'm sure that you have read somewhere, or maybe you have visited Indonesia, Jakarta. No?
Yeah,
No.
they have a rising water problem.
Yeah, that's one thing. Okay, Indonesia, they've got like 270 million residents. Okay, the whole of Indonesia with more than 1,000 islands. So what happened is that they have many level of population and income level. Okay, so what happened is that in order to cater for this young generation, okay, Jakarta is saturated already. We know Jakarta is saturated already. So what happened is that from the real estate perspective, they transform a market, a wet market, okay. So it's actually a double story, okay. The ground floor is actually the wet market. The ground floor is the wet market. And the upper floor is 2 floors, right? So the upper floor, they transform it into a hipster cafe. They transform it into an hipster cafe, and apparently it's become a highly in demand among the youngsters. Okay, so they like to go there. I cannot remember what's the name. I think the name is Pasar Santa or something. Santa, I think. It's not Santa, Santa teruk sangat dah pula. I think it's Pasar Santa. So the upper floor, let me just try. Oh yeah, that's the one. It's Pasar Santa, kawan-kawan. Okay, it's Pasar Santa. So the ground floor is actually the wet market, whereas the upper floor you'll be able to see the all these hipster cafe. You'll be able to see all those coffee, all those cafes, Bear and Co and whatnot. So it's actually hits among the youngsters. Okay, that's what they do because Jakarta, if you were to go to Jakarta, you know how saturated Jakarta is. Okay, with so many population, they need somewhere to go. Okay, they need places. They need places. Okay, so therefore this is what they do. It's doable. That's what we want. Something that is doable. Okay, right. So what would be the factors that you think that would change the trend in real estate? Okay, one of it is generation. Like I said, the baby boomers. You're talking about generation X, generation Y. You have Z, and now you have Alpha, isn't it? Okay, generation will actually change the trends in real estate. The taste and preference also will change the trends of real estate. Your taste and my taste and your grandfather taste might not be the same, would it not? Betul tak? Sama tak? Sama tak? Your grandfather. Who got grandfather?
Not the same.
Not the same. Okay. If you like to eat pizza, would your grandfather like to eat pizza?
He likes.
Of course, no. He likes
Yes.
My grandfather likes.
Your grandfather like to eat pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So what do they like? You know, their like and your like is not the same, isn't it? Taste and preferences. Like I said, minimalist. Would they like minimalist design? Why not? You see?
They think like very poor.
That's a good one. They think you're very poor. Where's the chair, isn't it? Okay, all right. How about the digital technology disruption? Would that influence the trends in real estate?
Yes.
How?
For example, like we talk about the market is the property agent. They sales. They carry out their sales by giving out flyers in shopping mall. Okay, establish their advertisement by the banner at the house. And nowadays, the technology becomes so advanced that that the agent can simply advertise online at all the platform like Property Guru, Muda. So basically, they don't have to go out and sit in their office, wait for the call or call their customer. So they can do a deal like this.
Yeah, exactly, isn't it? Exactly.
Yes.
It does influence our life one way or the other. Either you like it or you don't. Either you like it or you don't. Okay. If we do not like it, you have got to learn to live with it. Okay. You have got to learn to live with it. Okay. So that's what technology is all about. Of course lah. Don't look at it in a negative way lah. Right. I think last year I watched this CNA documentary about the dark web. Dark web, kawan-kawan. Yuhu, dark web.
Yeah, no.
Kan? I watched this documentary by CNA in regards of the dark web. It was like, whoa, man, that is the other side of this story that I might not be aware of. But when I asked my kid, hello, excuse me, do you know what dark web is? He said, yeah. Why? What you mean, yeah, why? I said, I don't know. I don't know the existence of such thing. Bodoh kan? Ayo, sudah tua pun tak tahu. But it's good lah. It's good to understand what happenings outside our cocoon. Right. Okay, exposure, micro and macro environment, not just internally. You're talking about micro after your internal system, okay, and the macro environment. Okay, like yourself, I think each and every one of you are highly exposed to such thing. Would you agree? You are highly exposed to this micro and macro environments. There are many things that you are highly exposed of, isn't it? Even if it's not you, okay, if it's not you, maybe you have your siblings, right? Your brothers, little brother, little sisters, they are very exposed. they are very exposed, you know. Betul tak?
Actually, I don't quite understand what is meant by macro environment in this context.
Okay, let's say you're talking about the market research, real estate. Okay, even without attending these particular courses, you'll be able to Google, you'll be able to read books. There's also so many templates available for you to be able to do it. You can be a self-learner towards this particular subject. Wouldn't it be? Would that be possible?
Yes.
Yes, it's very possible, isn't it? Either we want to go about it or we don't, that's another story. But the story is that it's available. Okay, internal, external. Okay, or some people might do. Yes, Adiba, you want to say something? Adiba.
Yes.
You want to say something?
No. Bye.
I saw your mic is on. I thought you want to say something.
Oh no.
Yes.
Maybe to the comment. Sorry.
Or you want to say something? Something about the environment, no?
Nope.
Okay. No worries. Okay. So when you are talking about this is the internal environment, the external environment. Some of us, even when you are still studying, you know, some of us might do some freelance work. You work for ABC company. What is your job scope? Your job scope is for you to collect data, maybe as a income, part-time income. Okay, you don't realize that you are actually involved in a market research. Okay, without indirectly you are involved in market research. Okay, these are some of the things that's happening around us. Okay, so there are many other things. Okay, so right, any questions so far? Any questions?
No.
I do know. Okay, anybody else? Brian said no. Brian is good.
No.
No, okay.
No, tak ada.
Woman delegation. Delegasi wanita ni senyap je. Tak ada. Alah, sedihnya tak ada. Alright, never mind. We can make it short. Doesn't really matter because one is just an introduction. Okay, these classes is just an introduction. We only have one classes. Okay, I'm sure that by next week we'll be able to do more. Okay, we'll be able to do more. Okay, after this, I will post you the outline that we discussed about the assignment just now. Okay, what else? What else do you need? Just that one, right? Anything else I promise you? Okay, you said that you are going to go through, discuss among your group, and then what happened if you need more things or if you won't be able to find it, just get back to me, okay, so that I can try and source it out, okay? Other than that, don't forget to your attendance in Spectrum, okay? Make sure your attendance in the Spectrum as well as the attendance in my Google Classroom. Would that be okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okie. Adiba nak cakap lagi?
Ada dah.
Mic is on and suddenly off and on. Tak apa.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There must be something wrong with it. Okay.
It's okay, no worries. Okay. Alright, final one. Any questions, kawan-kawan? Stop sharing.
Yes, Doctor. We want to access to your slide. Where should we access to? Google Classroom, is it?
Google Classroom.
Okay.
I try and ask them on the Spectrum because being a part-timers, from my experience last time, they won't give you the password. Password is only meant for, that's why Dr. Hasniyati is doing the monitoring your attendance in the spectrum because I've got no access to it.
Okay.
So the alternative, the best alternative is the Google Classroom.
Alright.
All of your lecturers, they are using Spectrum, right?
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Okay lah. So sorry lah, I've got to use the Google Classroom.
No worry, no worry.
All right. So that's it for today. Can we dismiss the class?
Can I think?
Yes.
Okay, not okay?
Okay for me. I'm not sure others. Maybe they got a
Okay.
question to ask.
Okay je.
Okay je. Okay je. Alright. Okay. Anything, just text me. Did I give you my phone number or not?
Yes, in the lecture.
Maybe.
We can find it in WhatsApp group,
Also in the
right?
group, doctor, we can find you.
Allahu Akbar kabira. Ya Allah. Nampak sangatlah dah tua kawan-kawan. Ya Allah. Yeah. You've got the group. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not in my right mind. Okay. So basically that's it. I shall see you again next week, inshallah. So enjoy your first week of the semester. Thank you. Take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Zari.